So welcome back to another episode of the FIFA News Show. Today we are talking about the latest news in the world of FIFA. I've got an update on the Martin Tyler commentary situation. I've got some partnership details. Also going to be talking about title update number 2 and some various other updates regarding the game. If you do enjoy today's video, leave a like for me, it always helps. And if you're new to the channel and you want to get all the latest FIFA 21 news, make sure you subscribe today so you don't miss it. So we've got some FIFA 21 server release notes to take a look at. This was from the 6th of October. So Zaro says the latest version of the server notes are here. The release covers multiple versions of FIFA 21, including the PS4, Xbox One and PC, Nintendo Switch, as well as the web app and companion app. Addressed the following issues for PS4, Xbox One and PC. So they've addressed an issue with the Pro Clubs leaderboards. The Scout Pro screen was incorrectly displaying grayed out options. In Pro Clubs, AI right mid and right wing teammates did not have the exact same attributes as left mid and left wing teammates. This only impacted divisions 10 to 5. In Ultimate Team, some gold packs for returning players displayed a placeholder image. The Netherlands tifos previously displayed as Holland. Updated names of several tifos. Corrected a typo on the new item screen. Addressed the message that would display when attempting to bid on a foot item with a full transfer targets list. Addressed the 3 gold loan player pick being incorrectly named. In Volta, the ball was sometimes difficult to see on the new stadium. The import face customization option incorrectly referred to Volta Football as Volta World. And that's pretty much it for that one. So this week, FIFA 21's title update number 2 was released. And here are the notes for that one. It says in Ultimate Team, they've addressed the following issue. A stability issue sometimes occurred when making bids on the foot transfer market. And that's basically it for that one. So this week there was a new partnership announcement between EA and Club Deportivo Guadalajara. I probably said their name wrong, but they're from the Liga Mexico. We're on their website at the moment, and it says Chivas and Electronic Arts signed collaboration agreement on the eve of a new season full of emotions within FIFA 21, which will usher in the next generation of consoles. EA and Club Deportivo Guadalajara or something, I don't know, signed a collaboration agreement for the creation of digital content. This alliance aims to promote both brands through social media, as well as the growth and strengthening of the Chivas esports division. We are very excited about the signing of this new alliance with one of the most important soccer teams not only in Mexico but in the continent, which will undoubtedly boost the growth and penetration of esports in the country, strengthening the industry, which will allow us to get even closer to the community and continue to inspire the world to play. And that was from Yere, who is the head of EA Sports Marketing for Latin America. So because of esports, like I said, you're going to see a lot of alliances. This alliance will also allow the generation of digital content together with new interactive formats offering new and better experiences to Chivas fans and all the players in the EA Sports FIFA saga. Important things are coming thanks to this alliance. We have restarted a great relationship with EA, and soon the Chiva Hermanos will receive surprises in this regard. That looks like it is the last bit of information there. So yeah, another partnership agreement here. You'll see heaps more because of esports and stuff in the future. So we've got a partnership announcement between Leeds United and EA Sports. It says after 16 years out of the top flight, Leeds returned to the Premier League with a new official club partner in EA Sports. The exciting new partnership will see the club and EA working closely together to create fan-forward content that sees the worlds of real and digital football merge. We're looking forward to working closely with Leeds United in the coming months to deliver groundbreaking solutions and fan experiences that bring fans closer to the action in a season like no other. The executive director at Leeds said that he's delighted to be partnering with EA Sports and that he's also looking forward to finally leaving the East Point Arena, which is a generic stadium in the game, and returning to Elland Road. Well, who knows when that's going to come in the game. The new partnership will provide the club with additional ways for the club to engage with our existing fans and attract new audiences from around the world and deliver additional value to our other commercial partners. So pretty much you're probably going to get face updates, Twitter content, marketing content, and the stadium of course. So it's good news whenever there's a partnership signed. So thanks to the EA Sports FIFA tracker, EA has been posting a lot of their investigations and stuff in regards to the game on this page. So I'm going to take a look here and see what the latest stuff is. So currently they're investigating club transfers. Players who are on the Adidas All-Star team are not listed as part of their league clubs. Now this was impacting PS4, Xbox One and PC. It says on the club transfer screen, players who play for the Adidas All-Stars do not appear as being part of their league clubs and thus cannot be transferred. So if you're experiencing that issue, they know about it. It says for some players in pro clubs, skill points are not being earned at the expected rate. So they're investigating that one. There's also another one for foot. It says a grey placeholder crest is incorrectly displayed on kits during some matches instead of the appropriate club crest. And for foot as well, it says match lobbies which display numerical ping are not displaying the round trip ping value. They are only displaying the one-way trip to the corresponding FIFA game data center. Note this issue doesn't actually change the FIFA Online gameplay experience. It is just impacting the numerical values presented to the player. They're also investigating the transaction screen in career mode because it becomes blank if it is accessed after immediately setting up a scouting network following the creation of a new career mode save. Centre forwards in career mode are taking an unintentionally long amount of time to retrain as a striker. A grey placeholder crest in Ultimate Team is incorrectly displayed on kits during some matches instead of the appropriate club crest. After scoring a goal, the foot player item that displays on the pitch is sometimes missing letters and numbers. Kit search filters in Stadium are not available in Ultimate Team, resulting in an inability to search for specific kits. The battle points value on the squad battles end of match screen shows two different numbers at the top and the bottom. This is a visual issue only. Some players are reporting that they are getting errors when trying to join or start matches in pro clubs. After completing an SBC with an item reward in Ultimate Team, the player is not taken directly to the new item screen. So those are just a few of the things that they're investigating in the game at the moment. So we're going to talk about the companion app next because there was a big title update for the app, and it says the latest update is here and it contains the following changes. Foot21 web app and companion app made the following changes. Added a new visual indicator on objective groups to note when they are related to the team community events. Added a shortcut on the team community event tile to take you to the associated objective groups. Added a stadium navigation indicator in the left-sided navigation when viewing the companion in landscape mode. They've also addressed the following issues. After performing a search on the stadium tile and then selecting modify search, most search filters would disappear. The most popular leagues were displaying at the bottom of the transfer market league search filter instead of at the top. For the companion app only, it says address the following issue. Addressed instances of transfer listed consumable items not immediately disappearing from the club. And that's pretty much it for that. So last week we spoke about Martin Tyler and Alan Smith commentary missing from FIFA 21, and it looks like they're not going to be in the game. Alan Smith on Twitter said, yes, gutted not to be involved with EA Sports FIFA anymore. For Martin Tyler and I, it was an honour to voice the game for so long, but nothing lasts forever. So it looks like EA did not renew their contract or didn't want to use them anymore, and they're going to go with Derek Ray and Lee Dixon. Maybe in the future they're going to bring in another English commentary team, but I don't know. I turned the commentary off this year. But yeah, it's an end of an era with Martin Tyler commentary and Alan Smith commentary, so we'll see what happens in the future. So you might have seen this on Twitter, but EA Sports put out a tweet that said, tallest building in the world looking good, and it's got FIFA 21 advertising playing all over it, so that's pretty cool. It's promoting the Volta pitch or something in Dubai. It's also announcing that FIFA 21 was available. So this was an interesting article. It says, creating virtual stadiums the FIFA 21 way. This was written by Tim for Forbes magazine. It says, fans of sports video games expect realism and not just in player movement. They also want the stadiums as well. Stadiums are massive for us, says Nick, Vice President and General Manager of EA Sports. Everything we do in and around the game starts from a foundation of authenticity and delivering exactly what our players want. Stadiums and the corresponding atmosphere are really a big part of that. Nick says everything starts with the overall architecture of the stadium, getting geometry right from the inside to the outside. EA Sports can now use both detailed photogrammetry and now LiDAR scanning of the building to help to construct a virtual venue. In the past, EA had to send people to individual stadiums to take pictures and scope the site. Some of that still happens today, but the scans offer greater detail. So maybe this Providence Park here, the Portland Timber Stadium, is one of those scanned stadiums. Using the tools, our team of artists can then faithfully recreate the stadium and make sure everything is to scale. We work with artists around the world in order to deliver new stadium content each and every year. It can take 100 days to create the stadium architecture, but that's just the start. Then comes the lighting department and ambience to build a bespoke presentation package to showcase the iconic features of the venue, pulling in and recreating the specifics of the environment to help the FIFA player feel like they're actually there. Now, of course, the stadiums all depend on securing the rights. It says EA Sports is able to work with leagues and clubs to secure the rights. Some leagues offer the entire roster of stadiums to EA, whereas other leagues such as the Serie A in Italy require individual deals that extend to the stadiums. We still deliver full authenticity irrespective of the licensing. Nick says it's a landscape that requires a lot of strategy around how we deliver things. So yeah, depending on the leagues and stuff, everything is different in terms of licensing. So that's why maybe the Serie A gets more neglected because they want individual deals for everything. Choosing where to add venues is born out of what FIFA players want. EA Sports uses data from inside the game to see what the favourite leagues and clubs are and then welcomes feedback from the community of players and pulls the two together to do what makes sense for the franchise. So that's how they decide what stadiums and stuff they want to build. So yeah, that's pretty much the article. I mean, there's other parts there, but I wanted to just talk about the most relevant stuff. If you want to find it on Forbes, you can read it yourself. It's pretty interesting. So there was an important squad update in FIFA 21 that got released. You might want to download this for your game before you start a career mode save. It brings in some of the players like a Cavani and stuff at Man United. It also updates the transfers. So if we take a look at the players that got added, you've got Jose Callahan, Goetze, Cavani, all the players that were missing in the previous squad updates and stuff. It also updates a few players' potentials and stuff, but also transfers as well. So it should have all the latest transfers like Telles to Man United. If we take a look at the remove stuff, you'll see that there was a few players that got removed in this thing, like a Wilshere from West Ham, Welbeck as well. So yeah, it is an important squad update to do before you start your career mode save. Now I found this article from inputmag.com, and it's basically talking about FIFA 21 and the journey of making a video game during the pandemic. It's just a bit of an explanation on how, EA was a little bit worried they might not release the game on time and stuff. But ultimately, there's one paragraph here that talks about the next-gen stuff. EA doesn't say too much, but this is what they had to say. One of the lead producers of FIFA said that he couldn't go deep into specifics, but noted there would indeed be fresh features for the Xbox Series X and PS5 versions of the game. We're focused on taking advantage of the hardware capabilities that are given to us and really trying to take a leap forward in the visual experience inside the stadiums. So he's pretty much hinting that we're going to get a lot of visual upgrades here for this version of FIFA 21. Probably FIFA 22 and stuff will feature, more prominent upgrades. I'm not expecting too much of a change between the console generations this year, but visually the game should look a bit better. This week, IGN was not happy with FIFA 21 on the Nintendo Switch. They put out a review, but this is what they had to say. They say, FIFA 21's Legacy Edition on the Switch is a disgraceful copy and paste from last year. And if you take a look at their actual website, which hosts the review, they pretty much copied exactly what they wrote last year in 2019 for this year's game for FIFA 21. It literally still says FIFA 20 and stuff. So a bit of trolling from IGN. Good to see that they're waking up to, what EA does sometimes. I think you shouldn't buy the game on the Switch unless you really want a portable version of FIFA, because you're just getting ripped off at full price, just copy and paste jobs over and over. So a few people have spoke to me about this issue in FIFA 21. Apparently there's some missing third kits for numerous clubs in the game, like a Man United or an Arsenal. There's also missing sponsors on some of the jerseys. I don't know if this will ever get fixed. It's not something I know too much about, but I guess if it does get fixed, it might come in a future update, but I don't really have any info on this at the moment. So that's all for the FIFA news this week. You can check this show as a podcast as well. Just search my name on the podcast site and it'll come up. And please make sure you check out this FIFA video. Hit the card in the middle. It'll take you right there. I'll see you next time.